Hey, what's happening? This is J7.
R-Dub.
And this is The Deal. Today we're going to be talking about The Last of Us 2. As we're waiting about 17 years for this game to return. First thing, I made sure not to see any previews. It's the first game I ever did that with. So I didn't see any previews at all. And so it put me in kind of a odd place. It was kind of like, he was super excited for it. And I was just like, man, I don't feel anything, you know? So I was like, maybe I've gotten over it. And then I played it, and all of the stuff that, that I experienced when I played the first one came back,
I've been waiting for this game for a long time. I haven't waited for another game like this. I don't even know how long. So when I tell you all my expectations been met, all of them have. I like the fact it gives me Game of Thrones vibes. I like something that's unpredictable. Story aspect of it. Ellie, I like the progression of it. I like what they doing with her and Joel, how they evolving as characters. I love when something don't go according to the plan that we are used to. We know the hero or this person gonna do this because they're gonna do what's right. But what about when they don't do something completely right? What if they make a selfish decision? And Last of Us 2 is going that route as well. There's things that you're going to see in there that's going to be shocking. But the thing is, I love this game for that. Gave me an ending that wasn't heroic, wasn't typical. You understand? That was a very human decision the person made at the end of that game. So that's why I respected it so much. And I could tell this game is going that route. They're not scared to take chances.
People had a close connection with this on a personal level. There are a lot of games on PlayStation, but this one is really trying to pull you in on an emotional tip. This is really where story matters on the tip of the gaming and industry, especially for PlayStation. Like I don't have any games that have that beat the cinematic value that Naughty Dog brings. Originally, before anybody was doing anything, these were the first people that I played the game and I really felt like I was, watching a movie. You go back to Uncharted, 1 through 4, and it looks so cinematic to the point where you go from control to watching the movie and you're still playing, but you're playing the movie at that point. But it's always lighthearted, and then The Last of Us is the other side of that coin. It's like they take you into some of the darker places and things you might not want to talk about. It's not one of those games that you might want to openly discuss with family because it's that dark and to the places that it goes. So with that said, it brings a brand new feel of realism.
Definitely dope. The game actually make you feel like you actually got a relationship with these people instead of these are people that's coming on an adventure with us. No, these are people who are here with you because they love you or they cherish you or they scare for your safety. It actually make you feel like it's a relationship with these people. It ain't just, this is an NPC that's here just to assist me on this mission. No, this is an NPC that will probably die for you, who will die with you, or they will make sure that you stay alive at all costs because these are people who ultimately care about you. And then when you go into like the enemies are definitely a good aspect on it. Like Naughty Dog definitely paid attention and did something new. When you kill an enemy on this game, they actually communicate with each other. You don't just kill one enemy and it's nothing.
They are nested with sin. What is free? Oh shit! No!
So when you kill this person, they realize you killed Rick. And they're going to attack you aggressively because you killed one of their friends. Even when it's a part in there, if you watch any preview, you know it's dogs in there. If you kill that dog, that's a personal dog. He or she going to come at you a little bit more fierce. I mean, you got to understand, this is a revolutionary when you talk about gameplay.
Doesn't matter. Find the threat.
It's going to make you feel like you're really in that fight. I like to feel that they're not stupid. Yeah, you can crawl and you can get in grass. But this game that I have, they got the tall grass, the tall area, and I can get all the way up to the person. They can't see me. I'm crawling right now. Can't do that. They'll show you. They'll see that you coming, and they gonna let their friends know that they see you.
Someone's out there.
And then they all gonna zoom in.
Like he's a more realistic people. I even ran into a situation where I had shot somebody and then they tried to beg for their life. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to grant his wish because I didn't want him back there, and I had shit I needed to do. So yeah, that's how that ended. But the fact that you have to make these types of choices really makes you. It tries all the time to make you feel like you're not playing the game. You are. It's an interactive movie in the kind of way. But their upgrade screen looks like a real person who knows how to use guns, taking them apart, putting them back together, and it's kind of like, it just feels very real.
Yeah.
Even from the knock of the wood as you put the gun down, it
Good job with
feels like, this is happening in front of you. So, needless to say, Naughty Dog, has gone out of their way to make sure that every encounter is not just something that you experience and then you move on. It's something that you're going to think about, while the game is not on. I wonder what the characters are going to do next and things of that nature. And, we've only seen this from, flagship shows like Game of Thrones and Walking Dead. But like both of those shows, you have real consequences, and it's not always going to be the best ending. So, with all of that said, it's just very exciting game with a ridiculous amount of detail. And constantly, much like Uncharted, prying at you to make sure you're on your toes. When I play Uncharted, I can smell an ambush coming, and you get that same vibe. If you play these games, they're gonna put you in fucked up rooms with like 8 enemies. They're gonna throw somebody behind you, or just something you're not gonna expect to have to deal with. So there's a decent amount of that. But, once you play these games for so long, you come to expect it, so you're a little bit more prepared than most. It almost feels like when you press a button and it starts its own little cinematic adventure. Like I was hiding behind a truck one time, and the guy found me, but, I clocked him with the pipe. But it just looked more like something you see in a movie. Or even like when you stab one of the enemies, like whatever's behind them, like if it's a desk behind them, then they'll land on the desk, stab them on top of it. So you never know where that fight is going to take you in the room and what item you'll interact with while you're fighting. But it's always exciting, and your heart's going to be beating in your chest, whether you're doing your stealth thing or whether you're surrounded by clickers, It's an all-out adventure type of experience, Something where you can turn on and just you get taken into the whole environment. It's just the scenery, the ambiance. It's like you can almost tell like the tension when this note or this song has been playing for a long time. It means that some more drama's coming. So I like the foreshadowing when you have that.
There ain't nothing I have bad to say about it. If you even see the little glitches I even saw, they went away. It's like I saw like 2 of them when the horse's tail spinning around. Crazy. It was just spinning. It was like circle of motion.
Like a cartoon?
Actually, yeah. It was like, and then one time the girl that's with you, she jumped. I was jumping off something, and she kind of got elevated. She was elevated. Like, okay, those were a couple glitches, but I'm not a person that get hung up on them.
I had one where it was like, it was something weird. Like I was crawling under the truck, and it looked like, I don't know, it looked like Ellie was dancing.
Yikes, quite preposterous. White kids soaking up the hype of off it. Hi, I'm Hops and I'm obnoxious. I've been talking like the guy from Boston. Watch me rise to top 10. You know what I mean? Ain't no one like me. I'ma turn all of my haters to some overnight fiends. I done made a lot of money from exposing my grief. Flow catch bodies like it's COVID-19.